The Testament of Levi, the third son of Jacob and Leah. Chapter 1. Levi, Lawi, the third son of Jacob, Yaqub, and Leah, a mystic and dreamer of dreams, a prophet. 27 verses. The copy of the words of Levi, the things which he ordained unto his sons according to all that they should do, and what things should befall them till the day of judgment. He was sound in health when he called them to him, for it had been revealed to him that he should die. And when they were gathered together, he said to them, I, Levi, was born in Haran, and I came with my father to Shechem. And I was young, about 20 years of age, and with Simeon I wrought vengeance on Hamor for our sister Dinah. And when I was feeding the flocks in Abel Mal, the spirit of understanding of the Lord came upon me, and I saw all men corrupting their way, and that unrighteousness had built for itself walls, and lawlessness set upon towers. And I was grieving for the race of the sons of men, and I prayed to the Lord that I might be saved. And then there fell upon me a sleep, and I beheld a high mountain, and I was upon it, and behold, the heavens were opened, and an angel of God said to me, Levi, enter. And I entered from the first heaven, and I saw there a great sea hanging. And further I saw a second heaven, far brighter and more brilliant, for there was a boundless light also therein. And I said to the angel, Why is this so? And the angel said to me, Marvel not at this, for thou shalt see another heaven more brilliant and incomparable. And when thou hast ascended thither, thou shalt stand near the Lord. By Lord, I'm sure they mean Yahweh. But if they mean Aduni, Lord would be a translation of that. And leader or keeper of the community, you could say. Thou shalt stand near the Lord, and shalt be his minister, and shall declare his mysteries to men, and shall proclaim concerning him that shall redeem Israel. And by thee and Judah shall the Lord appear among men, saving every race of men. And it's by them. So there's individuals among them that are going to show forth God. God is a noun and verb, establishing, increasing existence. That's how you would render Yahweh, not as Lord. That's not a literal translation. And from the Lord's portion shall be thy life, and he shall be thy field and vineyard, and fruits, gold and silver. Hear therefore regarding the heavens, which have been shown to thee. The lowest is for this cause gloomy unto thee, in that it beholds all unrighteous deeds of men, and it has fire, snow, and ice, made ready for the day of judgment, in the righteous judgment of God, for in it are all the spirits of retributions for the vengeance on men. Men as in humankind. People need that explanation sometimes these days, so. And in the second are the hosts of the armies which are ordained for the day of judgment, to work vengeance on the spirits of deceit and of Beliar, also Belial. You might want to see, like the Goetia, number 68 for a full-on etymology in relation to other cultures in regards to that demon name. Also, the pentagram rite gives you enough information. So the biblical cosmology and demonology for the pentagram rite, I described some of these things in detail. And above them are the holy ones, and in the highest of all dwelleth the great glory, far above all holiness. In the heaven next to it are the archangels who minister and make propitiation to the Lord for all the sins of ignorance and of the righteous, offering to the Lord a sweet-smelling Savior, a reasonable and bloodless offering. And in the heavens below, these are the angels who bear answers to the angels of the presence of the Lord. And in the heavens next to these are thrones and dominions. in which always they offer praise to God. And when therefore the Lord looketh upon us, all of us are shaken, yea, the heavens and the earth, and the abysses are shaken at the presence of his majesty. But the sons of men, having no perception of these things, sin and provoke the Most High. Chapter 2, Levi urges piety and education, 15 verses. Now therefore, know that the Lord shall execute judgment upon the sons of men, because when the rocks are being rent, and the sun quenched, and the waters dried up, and the fire cowering, and all creation troubled, and the invisible spirits melting away, and Hades taketh spoils through the visitations of the Most High, men will be unbelieving and persist in their iniquity. On this account, with punishment, shall they be judged. Therefore the Most High hath heard thy prayer to separate thee from iniquity, and that thou shouldest become to him a son and a servant, and a minister of his presence. The light of knowledge shalt thou light up in Jacob, and as the sun shalt thou be to all the seed of Israel. And there shall be given to thee a blessing, and to all thy seed, until the Lord shall visit all the Gentiles in his tender mercies forever. And therefore they won't be Gentiles, because Gentile is not something by birth, but goya. Turning your back on someone who turned their back on God. That's the singular. But you lose the mention of God in the plural. So, goyim. So when someone calls you goyim, they're not just talking about your, but, anyways. And therefore there have been given to thee counsel and understanding, so that thou mayest instruct thy sons concerning this, because they that bless him shall be blessed, and they that curse him shall perish. And thereupon the angel opened to me the gates of heaven, and I saw the holy temple, and upon a throne of glory the Most High. And he said to me, Levi, I have given thee the blessings of the priesthood until I come and sojourn in the midst of Israel. And the angel brought me down to the earth, and gave me a shield and a sword, and said to me, execute vengeance on Shechem because of Dinah, thy sister, and I will be with thee, because the Lord hath sent me. And I destroyed at that time the sons of Hamor, as it is written in the heavenly tables. And I said to him, I pray thee, O Lord, tell me thy name, that I may call upon thee in a day of tribulation. And he said, I am the angel who intercedeth for the nations of Israel, that they may not be smitten utterly, for every spirit attacketh it. And after these things I awaked, and blessed the Most High, and the angel who intercedeth for the nation of Israel, and for all the righteous. And chapter 3, Levi has visions and shows what rewards are in store for the righteous, and 59 verses. This is a strange fungus, don't you think? Now. Oh, wait. Wrong one. And when I was going to my father, I found a brazen shield. Wherefore also the name of the mountain is Espis, which is near Gabal, to the south of Abila. And I kept these words in my heart. And after this I counseled my father, and Reuben my brother, to bid the sons of Hamor not to be circumcised, for I was zealous because of the abomination which they had wrought on my sister. And I slew Shechem first, and Simeon slew Hamor. And after this my brothers came and smote that city with the edge of the sword. Why not just punish the rapists? Or, and those who, protected them from punishment or something. And my father heard these things and was wroth, and he was grieved in that they had received the circumcision. Because if it's without the ritual importance, I agree with a lot of the rabbis. It's like, yeah, it doesn't count religiously. It's not a religious thing if it's just, done by a doctor without any religious reason or something like that. Now, you don't have to have a religious official proceed over your surgery for whatever surgery to be, whatever. But I'm not saying there's medical benefit for everybody with that. This is certainly not, anyways, after put to death and his blessings, he looked amiss upon us, for we sinned because we had done this thing against his will, and he was sick on that day. But I saw that the sentence of God was for evil upon Shechem, for they sought to do to Sarah and Rebekah as they had done to Dinah, our sister. But the Lord prevented them, and they persecuted Abraham, our father, when he was a stranger, and they vexed his flocks when they were big with young, and Eblaen, who was born in his house, they most shamefully handled. And thus they did to all strangers, taking away their wives by force, and they banished